Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to fix a sprinkler here in Florida, or probably anywhere, that stays on. For example, you have a timer, right? It's this box here, and they're supposed to stay on, each zone. Say you have 4 zones. Okay, you got the back, the left side of the house, right side of the house, and the front of the house. Well, you might have more than 6 zones. It doesn't matter. But if you have it timed to say 10-15 minutes, more or less, and they don't turn off, then the problem is most likely a diaphragm. Now, it could be a stuck solenoid, but I've never seen a stuck solenoid yet, and I've lived here for over 20 years. All I've been doing all the time, probably about every year and a half to 2 years, one of the diaphragms fell inside of this solenoid piece here. I'm not sure if you could see it. Let me see if I can make it brighter. Okay, so it's that piece down there. I already loosened the screws because they have these mixed up. I have these caps are just a little bit underground, probably about an inch and a half. And I opened up this first one, and that's to my left. I thought that would be for the backyard, which is the one that's staying on, but for some reason it's not. It was the second one. So if you find out what zone is for what, like right now, I took a guess. Now I know that this one is for the backyard, and this is the second one. You could probably, you might be able to write something in here. It's kind of smooth. You could take a piece of sandpaper and a magic marker and just write backyard on here. And of course, make sure you put that cover back on the one it came off of. Now let me show you what happens. Make sure that you clean these off before putting them back together. If there's any dirt around this rim over here, it will leak and you will have a problem. Your sprinklers will be on so little you probably won't even know it. So anyway, this diaphragm is bad. Once you take this out, there should be some water left in here. So what you want to do is you want to push down right in the middle here. Okay, and watch the water. You see the water coming up? That's where the hole is. That's just a simple way to tell. Or just by looking at it, if you look from the side, you could see it's protruding or whatever, and it's got a hole there. Okay, so this one is definitely bad. Alright, so I got one from Home Depot. These are about a little bit over $6. They used to be $5, but of course everything went up. And that's what it looks like. You got to make sure it has that little nipple, whatever, coming out of the top there. So this is the one that I'm going to install. Alright, so hold on one second because I don't have a tripod. Okay, hold on. Alright, so when you take it out, you just have to take it, just pick it up and take it out. It's, see if I can do it with one hand, but I'm sure you'll know how to do it. So just lift it out. It's going to be stuck in there, so just pull it out. Keep this straight up because there is a spring in there. Don't lose that spring. And then make sure the other one is clean. You didn't put it on the dirt. And the little nipple goes to the hole that's right there. See that hole? So you just line it up and you push the edges in as much as you can, because when you turn it upside down it will fall out if you don't do that. Okay, so make sure it's in enough where it's not going to fall out when you got it upside down. Now I already cleaned off the edges of it. I had to use my shirt because I forgot to bring napkins or anything else. Now down here is dirty. Okay, try not to get any more dirt in the sprinkler itself, but clean the edges just like you did with that other part. And it's very important, right? The rubber is where it seals, so you got to get in that crease. And I'm trying to use some of the water right now that's in there to clean it enough where it'll seat nice, and that should be good. Alright, so although you can't see it, and I have to make this brighter, but it automatically goes back to not being bright. But that's, I don't even know where I am. Okay, so that's pretty clean. Okay, so now we're gonna hold it by the solenoid, and I'm gonna, let me push this in just a little more. I don't think I got this diaphragm in enough. Okay, now it is. Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down. See it, the diaphragm isn't falling out. So I'm going to gently put it in. Don't hit the sides. Okay, you know that game Operation? Just make believe it's that. Okay, and the screws will fall into place and line it up. You don't have to worry about that. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but just put it back the way you took it out. Make sure it's lined up. Alright, just like that. And that's it. You just got to tighten it down. Just tighten down the screws and do not overdo it. Remember, go across. You go from the top over here, top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right. Okay, crisscross, and only tighten them a little bit, like 90%. Don't tighten them 100%, you know, at once. At like the first screw and the top to the right, don't tighten that 100%. Only tighten that one, you know, about 90%. And then, like I said, go in the crisscross pattern, and then the next time, then you you know, snug them up. But be careful, don't strip it, because then you'll have to change the whole solenoid piece. You'll have to dig this whole thing up and cut pipes. It would be a pain. All right, so be careful, and try not to move these wires too much. All these wires, they have that what do they call that, a wire nut on them, so they're very brittle. So if you push those a certain way, one of mine broke a long time ago. I remember all I did was push it to the side a little bit and it broke. Okay, then I had a hard time. I had to find a wire nut and carve the wires and everything. All right, so be careful with that. So that's it. Just change this diaphragm. All right. And that's it. All right, guys, so that's all I wanted to show you. All right, take care.